Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the show. So what do I have for you today? I have 6 Souls-like games that I've played over the last couple of years. Some of them are older games and some of them are brand new, not even released yet. 5 of the 6 have a demo. This one does not. This is the Moon Hell. And I'm going to have to tell you right now that this is the worst of the bunch. And as we go through this, they're going to get better, in my opinion. So, what's the background here? Well, I started playing games again in 2022. Before that, I had about a 10-year hiatus from any real kind of gaming. And one of the first games I got out of the jump was Elden Ring. My first Souls game ever. I didn't know what Souls games were before I got back into it. Kind of missed the boat on Dark Souls. Sort of came out right as I was quitting playing games. And so I tried Elden Ring, which just happened to be Game of the Year. Ever since then, I've been trying to find a game that was even close to as good as Elden Ring, and I failed miserably. So I've been perusing all of the Steam pages, all the For You queues, and I haven't found a whole lot that I found interesting. This one I'm going to tell you right now, you can skip. It looked cool when I checked it out originally, and I started playing it, and I quickly gave up. Now, I tried several times over the last year to try and play through this game, but the voiceovers are definitely like speak and spell type quality. The English, I think this developer's not native English speaking. So it's a good effort, but the tone of the AI is pretty atrocious. The combat's very clunky. The systems are pretty bad. There's some grammatical errors in the spelling and all that kind of stuff, which kind of bugs me a little bit. Yeah, your faith is for. There's no tutorial. There's nothing. You just kind of wing it. I mean, there is like a few pop-ups to tell you how to block and slash, but you can figure that out by pressing buttons. Everything kind of looks like they want to be like a Souls-like, but it kind of looks like Unreal assets, like a lot of games out there these days. And you go and skip it. I just want to make sure that you're not wasting your time. You're better off buying a couple of energy drinks or, I don't know, a gas station pizza than attempting to bother with this game. And I think it's a very, very small developer, so it's a solid try. But yeah, go ahead and pass. There's other games that you'd be better off spending your time on. But if you are interested, this was released in February of 23, and the last update was March 23. So I don't think you'll be getting anything much better than what you're looking at here. It's riveting stuff, guys. Looks cool. Sorta. But no, hitbox is just swinging you sort of over the top of its head and wait for it to explode, I guess. And you can read that if you want. No one's reading that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the text doesn't even fill the whole page so you can read it properly. It kind of ends. Certainly not handwritten, so it's not got anything authentic. Alright, guys. Well, we're not going to waste any more time. Let's move on to the next one, huh? Darn. Alright, this one's Morbid. So this is actually decent. Let's see, this is put out this year. Came out May 17th. Now, this is a demo, to be fair to the game, so I'm not sure what state the demo is. I don't know if it was like an alpha thing, but it looks all right. If you go on their Steam page, the game looks decent. It doesn't look like a ton better than this, but it's okay. It plays much, much better than the Moon Hell. This is currently $24.99 on Steam. I wouldn't pay $24 for this, or $25 for this. Maybe wait for it to get on sale. Definitely check out the demo. It's a decently long demo as far as I'm concerned. It's enough for you to understand whether or not you want to continue to play it. This one probably has more Souls influences strewn about it than the Moon Hell. And what I mean that is when you get to like the library, there's this like big creepy looking dude who talks a lot like a lot of the characters talk in Elden Ring. They're kind of just staring at you, not moving. The words are just coming out of their mouths, and they're weird looking. But there's also a game that came out before this. This is Morbid, the Lords of Ire. And there is a game that came out by the same people, developers still running. And that game is more of a top-down, which I thought was kind of interesting. So that must have been their first foray. So it was called Morbid, the Seven Acolytes. And yeah, this came out in 2020, so a few years before this one. I actually think that this original game here might actually be better. It's sort of top-down, like pixel game, and for me, this looks more intriguing to play. Same price of $24.99. I think it's a little more fleshed out as far as systems go. But it's got the same character, same sort of Souls-like thing going on, and I think this one's probably actually looks like a lot more fun. And there is a demo of that too, so I'm gonna have to check that out. But as you can see, I think what they're going for here is really bloody gory. I guess, more so than all the other games that we're going to play today. And just blood everywhere. Guess that's a thing. Really cool for, like, I don't know, 17-year-old guys who are into that. I think maybe it's just, annoying. But that's, like, the only effect. Just me. Maybe I'm getting old. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not, like, squeamish. I'm just, like, it's excessive. Skeletons don't bleed that much. When you're walking on the ground, things are bleeding. Yeah, like, see all that? Like, should have bled out already. It's the same animation over and over again. It's fine. But other things that Souls-like that I've played that obviously aren't going to make this list, because I think if you're here watching this, you've already played or are very aware of them. I would have to give, if we're going to go with like sort of like tier, Elden Ring is S tier in my book. What I'm not going to show you here is Lords of the Fallen. I consider that A tier. It's a pretty good game. Lords of the Fallen, you know, you've got the Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. Those are Souls-likes. Loosely. I mean, it's all like, right? So I guess it's all loosely, but yeah, I played Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Love that game. It's so difficult. Probably the most difficult one of the actual Souls games I've played. And I've played the Surge 1 and 2. The 2 is a lot better. That's a cool game. If you haven't heard of that, that's probably the lesser known of the Souls-likes that I've played. So I would definitely check that out. It's got like a futuristic vibe to it, and you like put on like exoskeleton type suits. I like it. I dig it. It's pretty cool. It's different enough to be interesting. The story is what it is with these games. But I definitely think that one's worth checking out.
Somewhere in here.
All right, this is Steel Seed. So this one's not out. Sorry. Yeah. So Morbid's already out. Steel Seed doesn't have a release date. It just says 2024 on the Steam page, and the developer is Storm in a Teacup. So I thought this one was kind of neat. Got like a mech thing going on, and everything's run by AI or whatever. You can get this little sidekick robot guy that floats around that you do stuff with. So you kind of got like the second vision thing. And I thought it had a neat aesthetic. What is an issue that I found with this game, sort of right off the bat, is the camera feels super floaty. Like you're trying to look around and it doesn't quite stop where you want it to stop, and it's very, very sensitive in the default setting. I'm sure you can turn it down. I didn't bother. I kind of just played the games as is with the default controls and settings. If there's any motion blur, I usually shut that stuff off because it's annoying. But yeah, I'll show you in a minute because I left it in here. When you're doing this, you know, Horizons Zero Dawn climbing thing, and you go like jump from one area to the other, you don't have the camera in the right direction, then your character is not going to look or jump to the right place, and they either won't jump or you'll jump in the wrong direction and die.
I don't think it was the moment to tell me, but
So I find it interesting when it comes to Souls-likes that some choose to let you jump off the edge and others don't. Like if there's like a jump and it's intentional, yeah. But if it's not intentional and you just sort of walk off the edge, like you can't kill yourself jumping off the edge. In other games you can't. You see this? It's like not, you know, maybe it'll happen in the next one. Yeah, see that? How that jumps over like that and she's not looking? That's like a weird joystick thing because we're playing with a controller. I'm not sure if this will happen if you play on like mouse and keyboard. But yeah, see I'm trying to, that's a thing. So the camera in this is a little jank. Again, these are the demos. I'm not sure if the games will be sorted out properly. Fingers crossed the ones that have released have figured out their little bugs. But this one hasn't been released yet, so hopefully they clean that up. Got a robot over here just smashing his head against the wall. I can tell when I shove all my words together and then I listen to it and they sound drunk. Swear I'm not.
Oh, that's not something I was hoping to see again. Fixing it? Great. That's all we need. Let's just hope we find those shards before that thing finds us.
Yeah, I didn't play through the whole demo either, so I don't know where it ends. I just kind of checking it out. The camera thing was really bugging me, so I kind of stopped playing after I got to like the first like area I gotta sneak around with. Wall climbing, of course. So this has got a lot more things to do, similar to the Fallen Order and Survivor games that I talked about earlier. Very similar in that regard. But this game wants you to do a lot of sneaking.
These ones are fully
because these robots are pretty strong. So there's a stealth element to it. I didn't do any of that. I don't think that's necessary. I'm not trying to run away or sneak around. I just wanna kill the robots. It is cool that you can kind of walk around them and catch them by surprise, though. And I think we're gonna, yep. Got us. Jumped right off. That's a Lords of the Fallen thing too. I think they fixed in the last patch where you're not like leaping as far forward during your attacks on edges. Got lucky with that one. And we're gonna lock this guy into the corner. Got like a lightsaber. Yeah, I think the aesthetic's kind of neat. Plays pretty well, but the camera definitely needs work. Alright, now this one, I really like this one. Now I'm trying to draw some similarities to other games I've played. Oh, I also didn't mention Remnant 1 or 2. Fantastic games. I'd say that's A tier as far as Souls-like. So yeah, so just things like while we're on the subject of where I think certain Souls-likes are, I think that obviously you get your Elden Ring, that's your S tier. I think Remnant 2 more so than Remnant 1. Lords of the Fallen, Lies of P. There's another weird French one that I can't think of off the top of my mind. It's like a puppet thing, which is pretty neat. Or kind of like your A tier. Then you get sort of your softer Souls like Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order. And then these are kind of in that B, C tier, kind of hard to tell. Right? But I think this one's got some potential because you can switch. Yeah, this is a weird one too, with your health and stamina are like bound together. That's an interesting mechanic. So if your health is low, then your stamina gauge is low, which is actually really annoying when you're trying to fight stuff, but adds a little bit of complexity to the game. But the other unique thing that I haven't seen in Souls-like is you have 4, you see on the left hand side here, 4 different playable characters that you can switch between whenever you want, basically, which I think is really cool. So you've got like basically a spellcaster, you've got a light melee range, which is who I'm playing now. You've got like a longer ranged melee, so lady with a staff, and then you've got your heavy melee guy who's like the knight, the paladin type guy. I'm gonna show all of them, but this is, sorry, before I forget, this is Deathbond. I really need to get better at introducing the games. The last one was Steel Seed. This one is Deathbound. I am going to put chapters so that you can click to the different games. This one released yesterday, did it? No, sorry, it just got updated. I don't know what that means. Oh, they posted up so that you can play the demo. And maybe they updated the demo. I don't know. This is by Trial Forge Studio. So if you go on their Steam page right now, again, no release date. 2024 is all it says. But you can download the demo. And get a pretty good feel for it. I believe this is another one of those like alpha type demos, so like it's not completely fleshed out, but this one's pretty good. Combat feels pretty good. Definitely got like a Remnant 2 vibe as far as like the aesthetic of the game. This is a little kind of annoying to look at and figure out, where you have like different integrated skills that you can upgrade for the character, so you can kind of like build one character over another. This is Anna. She's got a crossbow and a dagger. It's probably my favorite of the 4. Didn't really care much for the spellcaster, the staff, and then the big dude who's like a knight. He's pretty strong. Yeah, it's got this sort of like post-apocalyptic weird medieval thing going on. I always dug that kind of stuff. It's like magic exists and, you know, knights and all that stuff. It's like we've gone backwards 500 years and the ancient world is more advanced than we are. You know, I always think that stuff kind of like messes with you a little bit, trying to figure out the timeline of these sorts of things when people are like, oh, what are these ancient ruins? And they're like, you know, what we've got with metal detectors and stuff like that, but they don't know how any of it works. Who else did that? Oh, Battlefield Earth. Is that the movie with John Travolta? Oh, it's so terrible. But that kind of thing. Shoot Mad Max. I think kind of had that sort of vibe. You know what I'm saying? I think that stuff's cool. I always like those sort of themes. Oh, well. Let's go get the big guy. There he is. See how we do. Come on. Go after him. Scared. Saw my intro, I said I died a lot. I did die a lot. I think that's why I like Souls-like games. Because they do represent a challenge. If you take your time and you pay attention to the patterns of the enemies, they're really not that hard. What you get defeated by is impatience and the camera. In all of these games. Some are worse than others. Some of the combat's just bad. This one's pretty good. I will definitely be checking this one out. Moved over. See that? I had to get that final slap in. There's a ton of games coming out that I'd love to have time to play, so since I don't, I'm going to play as many demos as I can. Feel like I've played these games. Look, guys. I got a married guy, got 3 kids. I think I play probably more than I should, and not as much as I'd like. But we all have things we got to do, right? It's just a really fun pastime. And I didn't expect 2 videos ago, my first Descendant video, to get as many views as it did, because it's an hour and a half long. So hopefully this one that actually I think I enjoyed doing more. Been wanting to do this for a while, do like a Souls-like mashup. It's kind of fun. This is probably a culmination of about 5-6 hours of recorded gameplay. Get down to 49 minutes. And pick which ones I wanted to put in here. So it's kind of fun. We'll see how she does. I'm going to keep doing stuff like this. I think these are good. Get like a mix of gameplay. Just see some stuff you might have not seen otherwise. Give you some options. I'm just going to peruse Steam and, you know, check out things other people aren't really checking out. Everyone's going to be, you know, playing the new Elden Ring DLC. Myself included, but you know, I think games like this need a little spotlight, you know? A little sunlight shined on them. Gotta be sneaky going up the stairs. Don't actually have to be sneaky. Apparently I chose stealth with the heavy clunky armor guy. I think I was actually just checking out the armor. Come on. Sneaky, sneaky. If you're wondering why I'm being so cautious, it's probably because I died here prior to switching to this character. And I wasn't really paying attention because I just ran in and there were like 3 or 4 guys that I got trapped in. Oh, there's something about conflicts with... There's like a synergy conflict thing going on here, which I don't quite understand because, to be honest with you, I wasn't paying attention. But so if you have like the characters have like a conflict with each other, then there's a buff and debuff. And if there's a synergy, there's only a buff. Not sure how that works exactly. Oh, good at it there, guy. Just standing in the corner. You know, I could have sworn that I cut this stuff out, just staring at a wall like a crazy person. Oh, it's a good thing I'm going to put chapters in it. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was waiting for my health to go up a little bit. Oh, solid effort, my guy. Hitting the wall. Gonna want to change to somebody else. There we go. Almost didn't make it. Alright, now we're going to switch to Staff Lady. This one's okay. Not my favorite. Definitely prefer a crossbow. Your name's Anna. You know what? Let me see if I can find that real quick before this ends. Probably won't. Well, you can look it up. You know what? Download the demo. Just download the demo. Check it out. Got like a, what is this? Arena? Concert hall? What are we talking about here? Some Thunderdome stuff probably. Yep, see that? Looks like a gladiator arena probably. 2-man or 1-man leave. I will say that the trying to get up and down in these spots is a little annoying. Don't know what's happening there. I think that's a little bug out. Neat. I'm glad I could. Oh, it's frozen. That's funny. Yeah, which I can't jump very high. I'll say this. If there's one mechanic I would appreciate having it in any Souls-like game is grappling on a ledge and grabbing it. Refused by death. Alright. Now here's one I'm definitely into. This has probably got the strongest Elden Ring Dark Souls vibe of all of them, with an Italian flair. This one's cool because so you're the faceless, right? And you get these masks, and the masks are going to give you different properties and abilities and stuff like that. So it's similar to Deathbond in that you can switch between these masks and you're going to get different play styles. I think it's a really cool looking way to do it. So this has got heavy influences of Italian architecture and like myth and lore. Now this is called Entoria, and Entoria is by, I'm gonna butcher this, Giamma Games. Yeah, this is also a demo, and this releases September 18th. So this one actually has a release date. So if you're keeping count, the Moon Hell and Morbid, the 5, what is it? The 5. Oh, let's go over here real quick. I don't want to mess this up for you. All right, so the Moon Hell and Morbid, the Lords of Ire are out. You can play those full games. Steel Seed, Deathbound, Entoria are all coming out soon. I'll get to the next one in a minute. This one actually has a release date. Deathbound and Steel Seed do not. But yeah, this one's cool. I like this one a lot. combat's really good. Aesthetically, hits all the right check marks as far as Souls games go, I think. I mean, it's very different, but it's sort of, I don't know how to explain it. It's sort of gritty type. Or, you know, the fine lines, I don't know. Someone who's an artist can explain it better to me. Better than me. I'm working on it. I'm working on my descriptors, okay? We'll get there. Just is. Let's go with it. Yeah, see, this is all very similar too. This is probably a better, cleaner UI than the other games. Deathbound's a little complicated. Steel Seed's pretty simple. This is where you can change your roles. Looks like you can get all these masks, get different weapons. You can switch. You can carry 2 weapons, I think. You can switch between weapons. You can switch between your items. Yeah, got mask loadouts, so you can change the weapons within the mask loadouts. So that's a cool part of the game. But yeah, we're gonna show you a little bit more. I'm gonna use a new guy. He's gonna swap real quick. Get that big old sword. Boom, there he is. See that? So I think anytime you defeat like a good sized boss, I think you can find these things laying around too. You can switch, and I think it looks great. Yeah, it's my big old broadsword plank. This game, I don't generally choose to use big slow swords because it's not really my playstyle. I've definitely in Elden Ring played a magic casting character and probably made my life a lot easier. Sekiro and Dark Souls, I tried doing melee characters, and I don't think I used a heavy enough sword. I think big heavy swords are the way to go, especially in this game. Like getting that timing right and just killing a guy, yeah. But if you're not lined up on the timing there properly, you're gonna get wrecked. It's a big risk, big reward. Yeah, see? Love it. This character's tankier than the other guy I managed to get. Probably gonna play some more of this. Just wanted to show it off and share with you. A no trigger, don't forget it. Let me. Thank you. Yeah, and they attack quite a bit. The characters are very aggressive. It's not like 1 or 2. It's like 3, 4, 5 attacks in a row for most of these things. And they've got reach. Like they lunge at you. Very aggressive. Not smart, but aggressive. Well, I just saw something very confusing. So if you go on Steam, planned release date says September 18th, 2024. But the release video, the trailer, said September 19th. I guess it really doesn't matter, but September. Lots of games come out September, October this year. Some in July too, quite a few in July. It's gonna be a pretty awesome summer and early fall for 2024. There's a lot of misses out there, but there's also a lot of hits. And not to say, most of the good games are coming out of smaller developers. I won't say small, but smaller, like, which is a good thing. I like seeing that's the cycle of life, you know. The AAA gaming world has been missing pretty hard lately, you know, losing millions upon millions of dollars, and that's made a lot of people looking for a good experience that doesn't cost an arm and a leg to branch out and look at games like this. Which is good for smaller developers. Means they get a little piece of the pie. They're not being drowned out by, you know, millions of dollars of marketing and, you know, places like IGN snubbing them on the reviews. Yeah, does anyone even watch that? They're so bad. Just, you know, I kind of feel bad. The guy was minding his own business. Now he's just got to defend himself against me. You see that purple there? So there's other bosses. I guess the purple means that this version of the enemy is quite a bit stronger. And I can vouch for that. Because he killed me. See? Killed me dead. Alright, I tried this guy back and forth throughout my gameplay. I'm sorry, I don't remember their names, but I do know that this guy uses faster attacks. He's also got less health, and he is squishier, but faster. So I had some success, and then I got to some bigger enemies, and it did not work out for me. Yeah, you get some stuff that you can do if you're faceless as well. There's some certain unique things you can do with each of these guys, but this guy is the best that I could get, and that sword is the best that I found while playing this. I'll play this for, you know, hour or two. They're quite a bit farther than this. This is just the beginning area. Get into the town or whatever. Gotta get that cricket sound in there. You see how he turns around quick? See? Much faster to the attack, but man, they get staggered faster. The other guy took a lot more hits. Ton, son. Good old faithful. Yeah, definitely highly recommend the big greatsword in this game. You see that Italian influence there? City on the old mountain cliffside there. Mountainside, cliffside by the water. Yeah, the aesthetic in this game is pretty awesome. That's a no tree, guys. This one felt the best so far. The combat was great. Looks great. Plays well. This skill matching is easy to understand. The bosses are certainly challenging. This is a good Souls-like. Definitely check this one out. And then we got Flintlock. Flintlock is probably the closest, like, aesthetically and sort of like bigger game developer ish than the rest of the other games by A44 Games. I never heard of them, but just like the polish on this game, the you know, the look of the game and all that stuff, it's pretty well done. The combat's super smooth, very much like the Jedi Survivor ones. I think plays very well. Very surprising. This demo is great. I'm still playing this one. This one comes out very soon. Next month, I think? July? Let me take a look. Yeah, July 18th. So this one comes out very soon. It's already being advertised on Game Pass. So this is a day one release on Game Pass. So you have that. Definitely check this one out. Pretty cool. You're a sapper. You hack and slash with an axe. Flintlock. Pistols. Rifles. The rifles are kind of slow. They kind of suck. I didn't quite get the hang of those. But the combined combat with the axe and the pistol is pretty awesome. So the intention of the pistol really is to like disrupt the like heavy attacks that you can't necessarily block. And then you claim reputation, not souls. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I like the sort of stack, and then as you get along further after this like beginning area, you run into like a lesser god, and then you get these other abilities, more movement abilities, more ways to attack. I'm not sure if how much of that continues, but since this is on Game Pass, I'm gonna definitely be giving this one a download and playing. But I'm gonna be quiet now. I'm gonna let you guys sort of watch and check it out and just sort of enjoy it. There's a lot more going on, like in the world itself. It's a little more livelier of a game. So enjoy the show, and I'll probably say something a little later. You didn't think I was gonna get it, did ya? It was a little rough, not gonna lie.
Come and get it.
What in the pits are you doing here?
I'm here to kick your ass for leaving me behind.
I can't let you through. You could get killed.
You could get killed. Did you even think about that?
No, please. This whole mission, it's just...
Pull the damn gate up.
Sheriff is here.
both of them.
Small favors.
Go back. You're not ready for this.
And Yahara is?
Listen here, you little French filler.
Keep it down. The shimmering wall's bad enough. You want to bring the dead on our heads?
The shimmering what?
Yeah, let's go check out the wall and touch it.
What in the pits is that?
Some kind of wall. It's not...
What have you done?
Getting us through.
Those gouges on the wall are glowing. Why are they glowing? Souls below.
These bodies, they've been here for years. The dead must have gotten them while they were fleeing the city.
They look smashed. Toyed with. The dead don't do that.
Keep your eyes peeled, will you? All set!
Everyone get clear! Souls below.
Hey, Harlan! You still with me?
Yes! That thing is...
Snap out of it, Harlan!
No rest till dawn! No rest till dawn!
No rest till dawn! Right, you mongrel. Come at me!
So in classic Souls form, don't think you're supposed to beat this guy. Doing too little damage and almost impossible to hit him. I've tried though. Well, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Feel free to click around. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Guess you can't click around if you're already here, but hope you enjoyed it. Hope you check some of these games out. And happy hunting looking for souls like you enjoy, if that's your thing. Take care, guys.